Good morning, everyone. Well, good afternoon. Today I am Nicole Jackson, Director of Education with CEEJH, and welcome to our Climate Justice Fellows Final Assignment Showcase. Launched in 2023, this fellowship is a virtual program that educates individuals on environmental and climate justice, empowering fellows with ties to frontline communities to address local challenges. Fellows progress through an intensive 10 to 13 module curriculum, culminating in capstone or technical assistance projects. Having been a fellow and senior fellow, I am proud this year to have helped redesign this year's program to be more practical and global oriented. We centered everything on real world applications through our empowerment science framework, and that's empowerment spelled INPOWERMENT, which includes community based participatory research, citizen science, and using the collaborative problem solving model. Fellows engage with assignments rooted in actual case studies tailored to their community specific needs. This philosophy culminates in today's final assignments that you're going to hear about. And in a significant shift from previous years, we challenge fellows to proactively develop their own initiatives, moving beyond traditional capstones. They also gained hands on experience working directly with Siege staff on technical projects from policy analysis to air quality monitoring. This practice based model was implemented to help us scale our expanding fellowship program across a global network for the first time this year. We were excited to welcome a group of remarkably diverse cohort of individuals, and that's diverse in not only ethnicity, but also geographic location. And we welcome fellows from 16 different countries, which helped us to make sure that we enriched our discussions and also broadened our perspectives and understanding on how interconnected all of our global challenges are related to climate. Today, uh, I am going to ask everyone to please keep our questions until the end, until each of our fellows have presented. And today we're going to hear from two fellows, Hafiz Usama Shahzad from Pakistan and Augustin Kasarika from Ivory Coast. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Hafiz first and then Augustin, and then we'll get started. So Hafiz is a supply chain and sustainability specialist with over 8 years of experience in the textile and manufacturing sectors. Their expertise lies in ethical sourcing, sustainable practice, implementation, and traceability, with a specific focus on global supply chains across Asia and Europe. Hafiz currently manages Better Cotton Supply Chain Partnership in Pakistan, overseeing the implementation of traceability systems and providing training for hundreds of uh, ginners and manufacturers. His leadership has been instrumental in maintaining Pakistan's position on as a leader, leading global producing of better cotton. Previously, he led the Primark Sustainable Cotton Program, successfully helping thousands of farmers adopt regenerative agriculture practices to improve yields efficiently and also improve livelihoods. Augustin is a biodiversity conservationist and environmental justice activist in, I apologize, the Democratic Republic of Congo, not Ivory Coast. Um, and as the founder of AWC UPCED Network and a member of the VFP, I will definitely let Augustin tell us what those acronyms mean. He works to raise awareness about peaceful coexistence between humans and nature and restored degraded ecosystems. He places a strong emphasis on engaging youth to build resilient, environmentally sustainable societies. So, without further ado, we are going to welcome first Hafiz.
Thank you very much, Nicole. Hi everyone. Today I will be presenting on my final presentation, and I'm going to share my screen. And once it is visible, please confirm me. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So before starting my topic, I will give a brief overview. So my topic is climate resilient cotton communities in Pakistan. And as mentioned by Nicole, I am working as a supply chain senior officer in Butter Cotton. And I selected the topic which is related with a community which is based on sustainable supply chain model. With regards to the executive summary, my project proposes a community-based model to strengthen the resilience and sustainability of Pakistan cotton industry. And what is the significance of cotton in Pakistan and the textile industry? It contributes 10% to the national GDP and supports over 4 million households. And by integrating social inclusion, environmental adaptation, and supply chain traceability, my project aims to equip smallholder farmers, particularly women and marginalized communities, with the skills and tools to withstand the climate challenges. And my project is span for 18 months period, and it will train 1,200 farmers across three climate vulnerable cities in Pakistan, which are located in two provinces of Pakistan, Punjab and Sindh. So with regards to the problem context, Pakistan cotton belt faces rise temperature. It is 1.1 degree above the 20th century average, and erratic monsoons, pest outbreaks, and recurrent floods, including the 2022 flood that submerged one-third of the country. And these climate shocks have reduced the cotton yields by over 60% with the time span from 2015 to 2024, and severely affect the smallholder farmers who own less than 5 hectares and who contribute least to the climate change. Climate justice demands that adaptation resources should reach to these vulnerable farmers, especially women and the landless laborers, ensuring equitable access to the knowledge, income, and decision making. So the project objectives related to this project is the capacity building or training. We aim to train around 1,200 farmers, specifically 800 men and 400 men on climate smart farming or agriculture, as well as water management and pest control. We will aim to develop 6 climate smart demonstration plots, 2 per district, showcasing the adaptation practices. And we aim to build women-led producer networks promoting microenterprises and leadership. And finally, we will be incorporating a digital traceability module. We will aim to launch a mobile-based system for transparent data on inputs, yield, and supply chain flow. With regards to the approach and methodology, this approach is participatory and locally owned, ensuring the community's shape and project throughout. We will use stakeholder mapping, include all the smallholder farmers, engineers, women organizations, local NGOs, and agriculture departments. We aim to quarterly co-design the workshops. Farmers provide feedback, which is integrated into the subsequent training cycles and adoptive actions. And then youth involvement, we aim to involve local youth, roughly around 50% of the females, are trained in monitoring and data collection activities. And with regards to the power balance strategy, we aim to regular farmer committee meetings, ensure smallholder voices remain central, balancing the influence with the larger actors like chinners and government departments. With regards to the digital traceability and technology integration, we aim to launch a mobile-based net monitoring system. We will enhance transparency and accountability in the cotton supply chain. And system features will be farmer registration and geotagging of plots. We will be developing a real-time tracking of input of the cotton and the yield data of the farms. Dashboard for farmers, trainers, and better cotton staff. Data ownership retained by the farmer committees, ensuring ethical use. And we will be developing training modules for low literacy users using icons and local language. Our sustainability plan will be after project completion, the system will implement a thorough partnership with Better Cotton and local agriculture IT department. With regards to the risk analysis and mitigation, we have find out some elements. We will deal with extreme weather damaging demonstration plots, any damage by the weather conditions. We will diversify our sites and establish crop insurance support locally available. And we will build a farmer resistance to new, we will guide farmers who show resistance to new methodologies, and we use farmer champions practices and peer learning. Uh, there might be a potential risk about the low digital literacy because the farmer communities are not occasionally very much educated. So we use localized visual trainings and youth facilitators. And with regards to the political and institution interference, we will sign formal memorandum of understandings with the local authorities. And the concern with regards to the data privacy and concerns, we will develop community approved data policy in order to launch this project. Further, with regards to the budget and costing basis, this is a tentative budget. We will share further line-wise costing upon further advancement of this project. And the project estimated cost, which includes the categories around training and capacity building, demonstration plots, digital monitoring and tools, community workshops, and management and coordination. And the total estimated cost for this is 49,000 USD, and the implementation is over the 18-month period. So if we talk about the expected outcomes and monitoring, we will monitor this project and its activities and evaluate it with quarterly participatory surveys. And we will be monitoring all these activities by digital dashboards for tracking yield, input use, and gender participation. And here are some of the main projected outcomes. We plan and we aim to have 20% reduction in the input cost of the farmers, 25% increase in average farmer income, spans from 230 USD to 290 to 310 USD, and 20% yield improvement. The improvement will be from 700 to 800 kilogram per hectare per acre to 875 to 960 kilogram per acre. And there will be 40% rise in women representation in the leadership. And there will be 3 permanent farmer committee established at the local level for the governance. Further, with regards to the policy hook and land justice, this initiative support Pakistan National Climate Change Policy for 2021 and Vision 2025, both of which emphasize sustainable agriculture and participatory governance. It advances land justice by promoting fair access to the resources, decision making, and market opportunities for marginalized communities in Pakistan. And this project will highly support SDG 5, which is gender equality, SDG 12, responsible consumption and production, and SDG 13, which is climate action. Some of the strength and alignment with CEEJH principles. The key strengths are grounded in professional experience within the cotton supply chain, and it integrates science, social inclusion, and digital accountability, builds on proven extension models through demonstration plots, and the objectives are clearly measurable, impacts and visuals for stakeholder communication. The alignment with the CEEJH is we will apply CEEJH tools for community engagement and environmental justice farming as much as we can, depending upon the local conditions. And we will symbolize radical localization and ethical data use. And we offer a replicable global local model for climate justice-based agriculture transformation. So in Pakistan, if we conduct this project can be replicated in other countries that are rich in cotton, in textiles, so they can replicate this model. So, conclusion and next steps. This project represents a scalable, justice-driven model for climate resilience agriculture. And by empowering 1,200 farmers through inclusive training, co-design, and digital monitoring, it brings science and community wisdom. And the next steps involved will be we will developing a detailed implementation timeline, a partner agreements. We will strengthen literature references using peer-reviewed studies and climate smart agriculture, gender inclusion, and digital traceability. We will explore some funding opportunities either through CEEJH platform or any other allied networks, either in Pakistan or other developed countries. So thank you very much for your time and attention. Here are my name, my email address, and my phone number, and I'm really looking forward to your feedback. Thank you for listening to me.
Great work, Hafiz. Thank you so much for sharing with us. I'll save my questions until the end, but now we will move on to Augustin.
Hello, everyone. I'm Augustin Kasereka from DRC. As Nico was explaining you, I'm the founder of AWC Network Research. I am here to present my slide, my final assignments. The title of my slide is Expanding Sustainable Agricultural Practices Around National Parks in the DRC. Case of North Kivu, Ituri province, and Haut-Uele and Chopo province. I think, Nicole, shall you share my slide on your screen, if possible? My organization is called Activist Alliance for Wildlife Conservation, represent organization. Slide introduction. Key points. DRC protected area are under threats, deforestation, conflict, and poverty. Second point, historical injustice, local communities excluded from parks without alternatives. Our project offers a justice-based and sustainable approach. Speaking of, this project is not just about agriculture, it's about healing past injustice and building a sustainable future for both people and nature. Slide 3, project objectives. There we go. We are working to promote sustainable agriculture, bio-fertilizers, and agroforestry, and so on. Strengthen the rights and capacities of local communities to reduce pressure on parks and increase incomes, to provide a scalable policy integrated model. These objectives are and connected. We cannot achieve conservation without justice. Slide 4. Environmental justice approach. We make this difference. Historical remediation, addressing past inclusion. Local co-design. Community choose crops, method, governance. Scientific validation practices evidence-based policy language designed to influence public policy. 5. Community engagement strategy. Step 1. Participatory diagnosis. Identify land conflicts, community needs, ecological dynamics. Step 2. Co-design workshops. Select crops, identify techniques, farms, cooperatives, define indicators. Step 3. Local partnerships. Universities, validation, grassroots organization for mobilization and NGO advocacy. I am on page 2. You can check page 2, but it's about to finish. Yeah. Universities soil test validation. Slide 6. Capacity building. Key activities. Page 3. 21,000 farmers via farmer field schools. Empower women and youth in cooperative leadership. Establish 4 local agroecological cooperatives. Speak and nod. We're not just planting crops, we are cultivating leadership and resilience. Slide 7, budget and timeline overview. Phase, activities, and budgets. From January to March, diagnosis team set up. We propose it to spend 25,800 US dollars. Second, April to June, training pilot fields. We suppose it to spend $14,800. Yes. From June to December, advocacy evaluation included a board. The general total is 39,600 US dollars. Success in indicator. 1. 1,000 farmers trained. Pilot failed functional. 3. Income plus 20% in target areas. Practices adopted in local policies. Slide 8. Monitoring and evaluation. Objectives, indicator, and verification. Sustainable practices, 1,000 farmers trained, field visits. 2. Reduced park pressure, fewer infractions by ICCN reports. ICCN is the Congolese Wildlife Authorities. We call it ICCN. In French is Institut Congolais pour la Conservation de la Nature. Job creation. Page 4. Job creation for cooperatives activity reports. Increased income plus 20% incomes surveys. policy update, policy inclusion, minutes statements. Slide 9, policy integration, alignment with the DRC policies. 1. National Red Plus strategy. 2. National Agricultural Policy of 2020 to 2030. Third, Provincial Sustainable Development Plan. Our proposal. Integrate agroecology into VDAs, link agriculture and environment ministries. Support DRC climate goals in high-value zones. Slide 10, land justice governance, historical context. Communities lost access to ancestral land, inclusion during colonial and post-colonial periods. Our strategy, community social contract for buffer zones, participatory governance on land use, import for future community land rights legislation. Slide 11. Conclusion. Why this project matters? 1. Restore balance between people and nature. 2. Tackles both ecological and social crises. 3. Offers a practical, inclusive, and policy relevant model. Speaking note, this project is about coexistence, not inclusion. It's about justice, not charity, and above all, it's about empowering communities to be protected to victims of conservation. I look forward for your questions, but thank you, and I thank everyone for hearing me. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Augustin, for sharing. Do we have any questions for Hafiz or Augustin? All right, if we don't have any questions from our guest, I have a few questions actually. So, my first question is for you, Augustin. I want to talk a little bit about the risk mitigation. And so your yield and income projections were great, by the way. What do you see as the single biggest risk to achieving the results that you want? And what is your primary strategy to help mitigate the risk? Oh, I'm sorry, you're on mute. Mhm. It looks like you're off mute now. You there, Hafiz?
Yes, I'm here. Is this question is from me, Nicole?
Yes, this question is for you. Do you need me to repeat it?
No. Actually, you just called the name of Augustine, so I was thinking that this question might be to him. Yes, I can answer this
Oh, I
question.
apologize. All
Yeah,
right,
it's
I apologize.
Yeah, it's all right. So, with regards to the potential risk that you are mentioning, what are the risks you see in this project and what mitigation measures you see? So, as mentioned in my slides, I see a couple of risk with regards to this project implementation. The first risk is due to climate change, there might be some extreme weather damaging conditions that might affect the demonstration plots we establish for farmers exhibitions. And we can mitigate this risk by diversifying sites, that we will choose different sites where we will be planting the demonstration plots. And we will also get the insurance support from the local banks or any enterprises who are giving it to the farms. And the second potential risk will be around because this is a psychological phenomena at every field level or farm level or even in the established communities. Whenever there is a new thing or new technology or new idea, people often resist to this. So we will be coping this risk with the help of some themes, like we will be giving some champions, like farmer champions, who will be leaders from their communities or societies, and we will engage them in different activities so they can learn from each other. And the third potential risk is with regards to the digital literacy, specifically if I talk about in terms of Pakistan. So Pakistan is comparatively a low middle income country, and we are still a developing country. And we have a huge population, especially the villages or the farmers who are still not well educated with regards to the national literacy rate. So we will be using some of the localized visual trainings for them to use and engage in the IT platforms, so they can engage in different activities of the data collection or the community engagement. And the other potential risk is around there might be some political interference, because we will be working in some remote areas, and there might be some organizations or assembly politicians that might not be convinced with our. So we will be signing some formal memorandum of understanding MOUs with them, with the local authorities, so we can easily integrate into the societies with regards to the project execution. And finally, there is another risk, which is the data privacy concerns, because specifically in Pakistan context, people are very concerned about because this is our culture. Um, so people are not very much comfortable if their identity is revealed. So we will be driving a project data privacy, and in such a way that we consider the local community norms, and we can safely handle the data of the stakeholders. So this is some of the about potential risk that we have assessed, and we have also explained the mitigation measures.
Thank you so much, Hafiz. Augustin, I saw that you put something in the chat. Did you want to respond to that question as well as it relates to your assignment?
Yes, thank you, Nicole. I didn't respond to you at the time. So my project, I believe as if we support 1,000 farmers around national parks in the DRC, it may bring some good results for the climate change. You know, India is a very big country with several opportunities on conservation business, on blue economy, but most of the population ignore those opportunities because no leaders in the DRC who can lead local communities for the conservation economy. You know, protected areas, they are on pressure just because of the managing system of the Congolese Wildlife Authority. in DRC, the community are not working commonly with the government and the wildlife authorities. So when they living, they live, we have so many conflicts around national parks with managers of protected areas. So many of the local community around the protected area, they are living for explorer, exploring the mineral around parks and even out of the parks. And they are living for the poaching and animals trafficking. So the wildlife projects are on pressure and with conflicts. I guess the local community around the protected areas. So we would like to lean and to create some projects for the local communities when everyone will learn about the conservation, we learn and we organize several workshops to show the importance of the conservation and how population can even benefit from the wildlife economy and instead of to be in conflicts against the nature. So the government also doesn't consider the conservation program in the DRC. And here we have some organizations who gets funds from like IUCN and other international organizations, but they are not doing anything about the protection. But they are just getting the funds. After getting the fund, they can make healthy and wealthy. They start buying good vehicle and other things. But to found the true heroes of the conservation, they are not in the DRC. So we need a very big efforts to lean the local community to learn them about the conservation, the climate change, and when we applicate the climate justice here in the DRC, we may achieve so a big result about that. So I think I don't have several time here because I have another meeting here in my office. Here I'm in Uganda, so I can excuse myself. I don't have so long time. I excuse me. Excuse
No,
me,
thank you
my
so much,
brother.
Augustin. We appreciate your response. I appreciate you jumping in to tackle that question as well. We'll have conversations later about more of your work in DRC and Uganda. So thank you so much. I do appreciate you. Hafiz, I do have one other question for you, if you don't mind. And the question is about the digital system that you mentioned, the traceability component. So can you tell us a little more specifics about the platform you have in mind? And I guess clarify like who will own the data being collected by the farmers, and how do you envision the system creating tangible economic value for the farmers beyond the project?
Yes, thank you very much, Nicole, for this wonderful question. Uh, this is very much related with my current work experience that I'm currently doing at the Better Cotton. Uh, with evolution and every brand and every country is now very much concerned about their sourcing origins. Even in USA or EU, the brands wanted to know because of the local legislation that where their product is coming from, and this all been possible with traceability and transparency or origin of the country of origin. So traceability is very much easier to capture over the textile supply chain because textile supply chain start from the farm, and from farmer the next sector is the ginner and then spinner and then fabric mill and then the end product manufacturer, and then end product manufacturer it goes to the brand or retail store, and then finally the customer buy from like t-shirts or bedding articles from stores, and they use it and they consume it. So traceability and is very much easier to capture up till the gin level because the staff are comparatively educated that are working in ginnet factories or spinner factories. But since the farmers are not very much educated and they need the support, and they are located in communities that are deprived communities and less privileged communities, so it is always very much difficult for the organizations to collect data directly coming from the farmers. So my suggestion in this project is to build more transparency and build more accuracy. We will be developing a very simple digital platform. We will use different models for the data collection from the field, from the farmers, and we will be logging this data or entering this data into the digital platform, so we can make sure that the data which is coming from the farm is easily identifiable, or the end product manufacturer or the consumer can see that beyond ginning where the cotton or where the raw material is coming from. So this will build more resilience and more trust in the textile supply chain. And this is the one side of the story, and the other side is that all the sustainability claims actually wanted to empower females and farmers because they are vulnerable communities. So if we will be actually capturing the data on the farm level, then this will build more power to the farmers, because then the funding will definitely be reaching to the down tier, which is really meant to be engaged in these certain activities like training, capacity building, and all the literature and benefits. And if I come to your second part of the question, which is around how we will be managing and storing the data in order to maintain the ethical usage. So we will be utilizing the community-based model. We will be strongly following the cultural norms. And one of the most significant area in this is that I have over 9 years of working experience with the farmers in the cotton sector. And we have been training farmers and in Pakistan for many, many years now. And we have the local knowledge, and we know the local norms, and we are developing our strategies with regard to the data privacy in accordance to the local laws, local culture, and local acceptance of the people. So this is the way we will be developing the strategical methods for this project. I hope I answer your question, Nicole.
Yes, you did very thoroughly. Thank you so much for those responses. Those are all the questions that I have for you and everyone. So I'm gonna ask Miriam, Vanessa, or Tamar, do you guys have any questions for Hafiz before we end the session?
No
No,
questions. Thank you,
everyone's
everyone. It was
presentations
great
were
presentations
impressive.
as
Thank
usual.
you.
Thank you. Great presentation.
All right, and with that, I'm gonna say thank you. Appreciate you, Hafiz, for sharing. Augustin had to jump, but we also appreciate Augustin for sharing and working through his network issues to be here with us. We know how sticky internet can be when you're in rural areas, so we do appreciate that. But that said, just for the recording's sake, I'm going to say please join us back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will be welcoming additional presentations from a few more of our fellows. We will have Sherelle Duncan, who's in Houston, Texas, to share Battle, who is in Rhode Island, and Sabrina Shadi, who is in the UK, helping us end our week with fellow presentation. So I look forward to seeing everyone back here tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. Bye.